I can't believe it, Holmes. You are unbelievable.
So I forget one small detail, Hampson, after a year of solving confounding conundrums.
One small detail? My Christmas present?
Well, what about the figgy pudding?
What figgy pudding?
Exactly. Who forgot that?
Don't change the subject.
You are impossible.
You are infuriating.
Yes? Happy Christmas, Mr. Holmes.
Eh? Oh, happy Christmas, Constable.
Begging your pardon, but you've been, summoned to the Duckins Manor.
Summoned?
Yes, sir. One Mr. Duckins has a job for you.
A job on Christmas?
A job at Duckins Manor? We are so there.
We are?
Cabby?
We are.
We're really here, Holmes. We're really here.
At the Duckins estate, yes. Are you coming, Hampson?
Holmes, don't you realize where we are?
I just said, the Duckins estate.
Yes, but don't you know what that means to me?
Deduced, based on the fact that Duckins is the author of a number of novels you own back at the flat, I deduce that he is one of your favorite writers.
That is understating it. Charles Duckins. He's the writer of writers. His stories, they're
the reason you wanted to be a writer.
Yes, exactly. And now we're going to have the chance to meet him. Oh, I could squeal like a schoolgirl. Oh my gosh.
Hampson?
The fence! It's just like the one Olivia Curlicue slipped through to escape her embalmer mentor in the Diocese Girls' Progress. And these pedestals, they're just like the hitching posts in the old junkyard. This place is amazing!
Mr. Pulek Holmes, Miss Jane Empson, the lauded consulting detectives. So pleased you could come. Given that it's Christmas Day, I was uncertain if you would.
Good day, Mr. Duckins.
Point of protocol, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Duckins awaits you within. I am his solicitor, Mr. Pincher. Please follow me. Mr. Duckins, may I present...
Pulek Holmes. I know, Pincher, I know. I'm the one who told you to bring him here.
Mr. Duckins, Jane Ampson, may I say what an honor it is to...
Make yourself useful, honey, and record the minutes like a good little secretary.
Secretary?
Holmes, I have a most challenging case for you.
Tell me more, Mr. Duckins.
Secretary? Honey?
Shh. Our client is describing his case.
I need you to find something for me. Something lost.
Yes? What is this something?
That's just it. I don't know.
You've lost something important, but you don't know what it is.
Sharp as a wet noodle, that man. Recently I've been having memories of something important, lost in the old east wing of the manor. It's been sealed off for years, but someone of your reputation should have no trouble getting in.
And if we do, how do we find this something?
You'll know it when you find it, I've no doubt of that.
Find something when not even the client knows what it is? Fascinating. Mr. Duckins, I accept. Come, Empson, the game is at hand.
So that was an introduction with Mr. Duckins.
You were expecting something different?
It's just, in his books, he seems so sensitive, when really he's just very, eccentric.
Eccentric. Yes, that's one word for it, I suppose. Another would be rude.
Says the man who let him call me your secretary.
I just chalk that up to grouchy old guy syndrome.
Sometimes the best medicine for that is to fight fire with fire. Remember that, Holmes. Remember that.
You want me to light him on fire?
Maybe I should deal with the people side of things from here on.
It's either a box of Christmas decorations or else railway crossing supplies. This box has the makings of a DIY CLRK.
A what now?
A do-it-yourself Christmas light replacement kit. There's a bag of Christmas lights. I know how much you like decorating. Here, have at her. Any thoughts on our present circumstances?
Like clues or what we're supposed to be doing? You should check our journal. That's what it's there for. Cheery Christmas lights, don't you think, Holmes?
Perhaps, if they were actually illuminated. A double set of doors that separates the east wing from the rest of the house. They've been secured shut with a large wax seal. Note here, Empson, that neither Charles Duckin's first name nor last name start with the letter M.
Astute observation, Holmes.
Indeed, it takes a trained eye to... Oh, you're being sarcastic. While my last name does contain an M, that would not be apparent to others. I'll leave the crest be.
If I ever have enough money to afford an entryway in the middle of my house, you have my permission to shoot me, Holmes.
Too bad you can't afford the electric bill. All those burned out lights.
Probably just one bad bulb.
Noted novelist Jane Empson. She's also a startlingly good detective in her own right.
Replacing light bulbs. Replacing light bulbs. Replacing... Ta-da! Wow, these lights put off a lot of heat. Don't need these anymore. I'll stow them back in the box. Although, maybe I'll keep one, as a trophy. The door won't open. It's sealed by some sort of wax,
Seal?
Pure Luck Holmes, consulting detective. My partner in crime. Fighting. Crime fighting.
A wax plug prevents the opening of these doors.
Looks like somebody didn't quite finish decorating.
Mayhaps we can find a place to hang the dangling end. The wax seal yields to the thermal properties of the lights. Gah!
Huh, out again. Guess there's too much current running through them.
Current? There are no rivers here, just crazy explodey things.
Way of the future, Holmes.
Candles on a nice dry tree are much better.
Except for the house fires.
At least you can tell at a glance which ones are out. These things? So dangerous.
So, that would be no to replacing the bulbs again.
Onwards to the hall, Miss Empson?
Fa la 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 la, Mr. Holmes.
I assume that's a yes. A pedestal displaying a state-of-the-art phonograph. It has a recessed alcove on the side. A pedestal displaying a state-of-the-art phonograph. It's a classic Steinway grand piano. It's a classic Steinway grand piano. A chamber for the conservation of vegetation lies through there. Sheet music composed by Dickens himself. Intriguing title, I Will Marry You. Sheet music composed by Dickens himself. I Will Marry You. Percussive devices for laying down mad beats. A less than comfortable looking musician's seat.
Well, this is a room and no mistake.
Curious.
What is?
A musical hall of sorts with many instruments for live playing, and yet the central focus
Is a phonograph. Sherlock Holmes, consulting detective. My partner in crime. Well, this is a room and no mistake.
Curious.
What is a phonograph.
The recorder is my instrument of choice. The recorder is well-known fact that the little gray cells fire better whilst a person is in an upright position. Well-known fact that the little gray cells fire better whilst a person is in an upright position. Sheet music composed by Dickens himself. Intriguing title, I Will Marry You.
Oh, Holmes, this is all so sudden.
Well-known fact. The recorder is my instrument of choice. Deceptionally, this candy cane is actually a pen whose ink has long since dried. Well, I suppose we could hang it as a decoration on our Christmas tree. Sheet music composed I Will Marry.
Oh, Holmes.
The recorder. Hampson, I found something of interest. It's a receipt for services rendered.
A hypnotist handyman?
Now we know who sealed the East Wing.
And maybe who made Mr. Dickens forget what he sent us to look for.
The recorder is mine. A wax cylinder with engraved indentations representing sound. It can be played on any handy phonograph, just like the handy one here. The alcove of the pedestal has already been emptied. The alcove of a pedestal display. It has a reset. Playing the cylinder on the phonograph may be more productive than storing it.
Mr. Dickens, I'm leaving this recording because I'm leaving you.
Who's this woman then?
Shh, I can't keep waiting, and I can't be second place to your fame. In these rooms you bequeathed me, you'll find the echoes of our past.
Wow, I gotta write this down.
Only through those echoes and the promise you once made will you reach our journey's end. I hope you do. If not, then happy Christmas. Goodbye, Charlie. Yours in affection, Mary.
That was a me! What just happened?
Audibly, Empson, the specific sounds of this Mary's wax recording have caused those locked doors to open, although this impressively formidable door remains locked. Still, this whole mechanism is absolutely amazing. By what principles does it operate, I wonder? Is it actually controlled by sound? Or is it a mechanical contrivance tied to the rotational position of the wax cylinder?
It is pretty cool. We'll have to arrange with Mr. Duckins for you to examine the whole setup in detail.
Oh, could we? That would be amazing. But we do have to solve his case first, I suppose.
Now, do you think this Mary person could tell us what Mr. Duckins lost?
It certainly sounds as though they have, or had, a history together.
We should find her. Talk to her.
Do you know how many Marys there are in the greater Londinium area alone?
Well, there can't be more than
354,401.
354,400?
And 1.
We're gonna need some more clues.
We're gonna need some more clues. Are you thinking what I am, Empson?
That you could fit a lot of presents under this thing?
Do I have to have my eyes closed, Charlie?
Of course, it's Christmas. All right, you can open them now.
What is all this?
This is for you.
Oh, Charlie. I don't need a music room. I just need you to marry me.
Did your detective brain notice what my detective brain noticed during that playback, Empson?
That your detective brain was asleep on the job? Again?
Exactly. That those musical symbols by the door were moved... Wait, what did you say?
Nothing. Carry on, detective brain.
I believe a closer look at this phonograph machine is warranted. An intriguing device. Empson, let's see that transcript you made. The one with Duckin's lines in it.
What are you thinking, Holmes?
The voices, the musical notes on the walls, the phonograph, the door, they're all connected somehow. The phonograph is the centerpiece of the room. I should examine this closely for valuable clues. Questions, questions, questions. Questions, questions, questions. This side of the phonograph records sound to new wax cylinders. This side of the... I should see if there are any connections between the pairs of clues I've discovered so far. This side of the phonograph plays wax cylinder. This side of the phonograph... Regard, it must be ineluctably indelicate. It must be tied to the final locked door.
Powers of deduction, 10. Powers of Pronunciation 2.3.
Regard, Amson. This phonograph is the centerpiece of the room. It must be
Powers of Deduction.
Regard, Amson. It must be
Powers of Deduction.
Regard, Amson. It must be
Powers of Deduction 10. Powers of Pronunciation.
Whoever this Mary is, she certainly created a contrived locking mechanism for this door.
Look on the bright side. It could have been a puzzle box.
Oh gosh, you're right. The musical symbols show a reaction to the sounds of Duncan's voice. PlayStation. Certainly playing the cylinders caused some movement, but only at very specific points.
What were those points?
That's what we have to deduce. I believe I may know the answer to at least one of my questions. I should link the answer to that question. The musical symbols move.
Right.
So if we have the right sounds, we can move the symbols in a controlled way.
Right.
So, ergo, we should use Mary's voice to move the symbols.
Wrong.
Wrong.
We already played a cylinder that was all Mary and the symbols didn't move once.
This station is for recording sound, but the musical symbols respond to actual spoken sound. During playback of that wax cylinder, Duncan's dulcet tones cause those musical symbols on the wall to shift.
And that means what to us, exactly?
Clearly, those symbols are keeping the last door locked.
Clearly.
So Duncan's voice must hold the key to opening the door, metaphorically speaking. A voice can't actually hold anything. A key or...
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yes, sir. Once we know what to record, we can use the play and record stations in tandem to create and play back the audio key we need. Yes, sir. Once Duncan's voice is the key. If we can produce the
Zzz.
Amson?
Sorry, I nodded off halfway through that sentence.
Playing the cylinder as demanding as PlayStation. This really is a marvelous machine, Amson. We can play one wax cylinder on one side and record to another cylinder on the other side at the same time.
And that helps us how?
Don't you see? We're not limited to what the cylinders we find say. We can twist them and squish them and mash them together to say whatever we need them to say on a brand new cylinder. A pity Mary didn't tell us how to make the key to the door on one of these recordings.
I think she wanted Mr. Duckins to go on this whole emotional journey first.
'Cause that's easier than discussing feelings face to face. We need Duckins' voice. We could certainly record either Duckins or Mary to a cylinder, if we knew how that would help. Once we've recorded a new...
To what end?
The end of the... Certainly playing the cylinder...
What were those points?
That's what we have to... Duckins' voice. During playback of that wax cylinder, Duckins' dulcet tone...
And that means what?
Clearly, though...
Clearly.
So Duckins' voice must metaphorically...
Yeah, no.
It's amazing to think this bit of modern techno-wizardry can recreate voices. As demanding as Duckins... We could certainly... I doubt...
At least...
Or Goldie. I doubt we'll get your Duckins down here to record any...
At least we've got his golden oldies.
Or Goldies. When you have two...
Only if they're listening.
What? When you have two people talking, they call that a conversation.
Only if they're listening to each other.
What?
My point.
During playback of that whack,
And that means
clearly,
clearly.
metaphorically speaking,
Yeah, no.
certainly
What were those?
that. Recording us now what go maybe move the symbols.
Maybe?
That's all I've got right now. Questions. If we can produce the correct combination of Duncan's words, we should be able to move the musical symbols in a way that's advantageous for us. Amson?
Sorry, I nodded.
The musical symbols show a reaction to the sounds of Duncan's voice. PlayStation. Record a new cylinder. Once we've recorded
To what end?
the end of... If we isolate, then we can play the whole new...
Boom, you say? Next.
We're not bringing high-grade explosives. So, in summary, first we must find sufficient samples of Duncan's voice.
Find recordings of Mr. Duckins. Check.
We can then take those samples and re-record them using the play and record stations of the phonograph to create a new cylinder.
Record new cylinder of Mr. Duckins' voice. Check.
Finally, we can play back that cylinder to cause the musical notes on the wall to move into a position that unlocks the door.
Play cylinder, unlock door. Check. But Holmes, what words do we need to record in Mr. Duckins' voice?
What words do we need to... Yes, well, I'm certain something will present itself in our investigations. Some phrase that Miss Mary wanted to hear from Duckins. Snowmelt has found its way inside the house. I'm sure Duckins can afford a qualified tradesperson to fix the leak. A more youthful Duckins, I presume. Amson's the one big on Duckins. I myself don't need a picture of him as a memento.
It's a portrait from Mr. Duckins' younger days. Meh, the portrait's too high for me to do anything to it.
A puddle of water's accumulated on the floor and soaked into the carpet. I'm not that thirsty. A partial string of ornaments. They'd look good on our own Christmas tree. This ladder used to grant access to the upper shelves. Now the word condemned comes to mind. The ladder is on the edge. Touching it in any way would certainly push it over the edge. The ladder is on the edge of self-destruction. Any thoughts on our present circumstances?
Like clues or what we're supposed to be doing? You should check our journal. That's what it's there for.
A revolving bookcase. It's come loose with age and no longer acts as a form of concealment. A quick survey of the titles shows that we already have all these books back at the flat. These books are so crusty and dust-covered they're welded in place. Gross. These books are so... It's well known that being up and about is more conducive to critical thought than sitting. A fireplace conveniently located for when reading terrible books.
This library's seen better days. Only a smattering of dusty old books.
A broken down sliding ladder thing.
A secret revolving bookcase that doesn't stay closed anymore.
And a fireplace with no fire in it. Sedimentary. The lamp has built up residue over time, which is preventing it from illuminating at full intensity. Still, it provides more than enough light for us to work by.
The artist should have painted a smaller version of the painting into the painting, and then a smaller version within that, and so on.
If you say so, I'm afraid I just don't understand this recursive art. Amson's the one big on Duckins. I myself don't need a picture of him as a memento.
Meh, the portrait's too high for me to do anything. The artist should have painted...
If you say so.
This manor has everything, even a custom-built entryway for Santa Claus.
No stockings hung by the chimney with care, though.
Well, there's that painting hung above the chimney.
Yes. No. There's some manner of discrepancy there.
Closer look is warranted?
You know me too well. I would do well to examine both the fireplace and its adorning painting. Look at Duckins there, all smug and taunting that we can't figure out this fireplace thing. The mantel has been scraped in an arced fashion, as if something was repeatedly rotated across its surface. So I suppose this painting is in one of Duckin's books as well?
No, you're thinking of Oscar Wildebeest's picture of Onion Gray.
There doesn't appear to be anything unusual with the brickwork of the fireplace. Staring at these ashes makes me wonder.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but makes you wonder what?
Do you think Santa ever moonlights as a chimney sweep? Curious, the fireplace brush and shovel seem to be anchored to the base of the tool stand. Curious, the fireplace brush and shovel seem to be anchored to the base of the tool stand. There doesn't appear to be anything unusual with the brickwork of... there doesn't... Look at Duckins there, all...
Holmes, have you noticed how muddy and drab everything is around here?
I believe the interior designer term is taupe.
But it's Christmas. It should be all lit up and colorful and festive.
Duckins doesn't seem like a lit up and colorful personage to me, although festering I could buy. These scrapes are pretty well worn into the
What does that mean? Oh, obviously. What does that mean?
More investigation is warranted, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
The scrapes are inconsistent with the shapes of the tools to have been caused by them. These scrapes...
What does that mean?
More
A
fireplace, with fireplace tools.
You're not saying that's odd, are you? Fireplace tools have fireplace right in the name.
Of course not. What I'm saying is a fireplace, with fireplace tools. Observe here, Empson. This painting hasn't been hung with wire and nail in the traditional fashion. Instead, it's been screwed to the wall via a pair of hinges. So I suppose this painting is in one...
No, you're thinking of Oscar Wildebeest's picture of Onion Gray.
Look at Duckins there. So I suppose this...
No, you're thinking of Oscar Wildebeest's picture of Onion Gray.
There doesn't appear to be anything unusual. And iron.
Pass. I always send my clothes to the dry cleaners.
No, and iron. The metal bracket that holds up the fireplace logs.
I know. Look how sooty it is. I wouldn't want to clean my clothes with that.
Between the curved scrapes on the mantel and the hinges along the side of the painting, I do believe the painting can swing open.
You don't typically see that feature in paintings.
Between the scrapes on the mantel and the hinges on the frame, we know this painting swings open, and I'm sure if we had some conveniently placed flowers here, they'd show a breeze indicative of a passage through the fireplace behind the painting.
That and the painting itself shows a passage back there.
The painting itself shows... Oh, shut up. It is most evident the painting opens, but how? That is the question.
I thought the question was how those guys got caramel inside those chocolate bars.
Chocolate. Wait, what was I saying? Fireplace tools. It seems unlikely that the fireplace tools would be used as pry bars to open the painting. A fireplace.
You're not saying fireplace.
Of course not. A fireplace. The hinges allow the painting. Indubitably, these scrapes verify... Indubitably... The hinges of... It seems unlikely... Is most...
I thought the question...
Between the scrapes on the mantel and the... And I'm sure...
That and the painting itself...
The painting itself... Between the scrapes on the... And I'm...
That and...
Want to know what the fact?
Not the...
A fireplace.
You're not fireplace.
Of course not. What I'm saying, a fireplace. Hinges are...
No.
Not by them.
What does that mean?
More Amson's the one big... A serviceable dumbwaiter used for passing items, typically foodstuffs, between two vertically adjacent rooms. No use. The dumbwaiter shaft is too narrow. The dumbwaiter Any thoughts on our...
Like clues? You should check.
Rather hypnotic watching that bookcase spin and spin.
There's a secret passage back there.
A collapsed secret passage. We need a professional crew to get through that blockage.
So we should investigate elsewhere, is what you're saying.
Do I have to have my eyes closed, Charlie?
Of course, it's Christmas. All right, you can open them now.
What is all this?
This is for you.
Oh, Charlie. I don't need a music room. I just need you to marry me. Do I have to have my eyes?
Of course, it's all right. You. This.
Oh, Charlie.
We should record Deccan's words as we choose them from the transcripts.
Right, a bit less juggling of cylinders then. Nothing.
Evidently, this cylinder hasn't been recorded to yet.
Do I have to?
Of course, it's all right.
This. Oh, Charlie.
It's a fancy phonograph. I'm not deaf. I don't... We should record Deccan's word.
Right, a bit less...
Do I have to have my eyes closed, Charlie?
Of course, it's all right. You.
What is
This is.
Oh, Charlie.
Mary arranged...
So we don't need any words in Mary's voice then.
Mr. Duckins, I'm leaving this record. I can't keep in these rooms you bequeathed me. You only threw those I hope you. If not, goodbye.
An additional audio recording on wax cylinder. It would be edifying to hear what it has to say.
Happy Christmas.
What is this?
A complete set of my books. And a library to put them in.
Are you ever going to marry me, Charles?
I would prefer Mr. Duckins while we're hosting this press party. And we will be, once I'm successful.
You are successful. Why can't you ever see that? Do I have to have my eyes closed, Charlie?
Of course, it's Christmas. All right, you can open them now.
What is all this?
This is for you.
Oh, Charlie. I don't need a music room. I just need you.
Happy Christmas. What a complete set.
Are you ever going?
I would prefer, and we will be.
You are successful.
All right, we will be.
The last door remains obstinately locked.
Maybe we need a break. Maybe we'll find the passphrase somewhere else.
It's Christmas. Happy Christmas.
There won't be enough room to add that word to the recording.
Yeah, we'll have to remove a word first.
We should record Deccan's words as we choose them from the transcripts.
Right, a bit less.
It's Christmas. Happy Christmas.
That must not be the combination of
Listening for.
Mr. Dawkins. Mr. Dawkins.
It occurs to me that we may have to use a word that looks wrong to us, but sounds right to the mechanism.
It's Christmas.
Mary arranged it so that only Deccan's voice can trigger the musical symbol.
So we don't need any.
It's complete. Library. Mr.
There won't be enough.
Yeah, we'll have to.
It's Christmas. It's library. Mr.
Good security, making people guess a passphrase.
Mary wouldn't make Mr. Duckins guess randomly.
This is this library. It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
I would think Mary's name must be in the passphrase somewhere.
Mary arranged it so that only.
So we don't need.
Mr. Dawkins. It's Christmas. Mr. Dawkins.
Mary wants Duckins to, well, marry her. What does one say to that?
I do? No, I will.
There won't be enough.
Yeah, we'll have to
Do I have to have my eyes closed, Charlie?
Library.
Mary wants Duckins to, well, what does one say?
I do? No.
Now. This is for Christmas. This is Christmas.
Mary wants Duckins. What does one say?
I do? No.
Sheet music composed by Duckins. I will marry.
Oh, Holmes, this is all so sudden.
Sheet music. Sheet music. I will.
Oh, Holmes. Like clues, or you should check our journal. That's what it's there.
Sheet music. I will.
Oh, Holmes.
The alcove of.
Mr. Duck, I can't in these only. I hope you, if not, goodbye. Do I have to have my eyes closed, Charlie?
Of course, it's Christmas, all right.
What is this? Oh, Charlie. I don't need.
My Of course. I will, of course.
Mary wants Duckins to. What does.
I do? No.
Of course. I will. Of course. I will.
Mary wants Duckins. What does one say?
I do? No.
I will.
We should record Duckins' words as.
Right. A bit.
I will.
Mary. What does.
I do? No.
Once
I will. Once I'm successful. I will. Once I'm successful.
Mary wants Duckins to. What does one say?
I do? No. Well, this is a rather
Indeed.
too much.
No.
This library's
A broken down
a secret.
and a fireplace.
There's a secret,
A collapse. We need a
so we should investigate elsewhere.
rather hypnotic. What?
There's a
We need.
so we should.
It might be best if I kept the cylinder with. Is most.
I thought the question.
It seems unlikely. The hinges in. These scrapes. Want to know what's off the fact?
Not the.
Indubitable. The hinges allow. It seems. Is most.
I thought the.
They're. The lamp is dim, but it. Rather hypnotic.
There's
A collapse. We need a.
so we should invest.
The ladder is touching it. It's well known. Sheet music. Sheet music.
Home. Holmes.
The weight of the barrel. This barrel collects pre. The weight of the barrel. The weight of the barrel. I already retrieved. I have no burning desire to go mount or the recorder.
Like clue? You should check our journal. That's.
I wonder how many.
Happy Christmas.
What is this?
Are you at? And we will be.
You are sick.
I will.
Mary arranged it so that only Duckin's voice can trigger the musical cymbal walk.
So
You.
Mr. Duckins, I can't keep in these rooms. You only through. I hope you. If not, goodbye.
Happy Christmas.
What is this?
A complete set of outdoor library.
Are you ever going to make?
I would prefer, Mr. And we will be, once I'm successful.
You are successful.
The recorder is... It seems is most...
I thought
There. So I suppose...
no.
The mantle is a close... A close... Observe instead... Observe instead... So...
No.
Look it. So...
No.
So...
No.
I put it deck of... Curious. And... No.
I'm...
Do you think... The mantle is... So I suppose...
No.
So I...
No.
A close...
Holmes.
But
it's Chris.
Duckins doesn't... Although festering... Indubitably... Between...
You don't tip.
The scrapes are... These scrapes...
What does that?
More invest...
Oh,
Hinges...
No.
Not by... A fireplace.
you're not fireplace.
Of course not. A fireplace. Want to know what's off?
No.
Indubitably... Between the... And
That.
the painting itself. Want to know what's...
Not the...
These scrapes... The heat... It seems... Is...
I thought...
Fireplace tools. It seems unlikely that the... It seems unlikely...
Holmes.
I believe the...
But it's Chris.
Duckins doesn't... Although...
Heh. Look, Holmes. The painter even included the fireplace tools.
Oh, I'm looking, Abson. And what I see is that the tools have been painted in an interesting crossed position. Abson, look. The fireplace tools of the painting have been illustrated as crossed, while the real ones hang vertically.
Amazing. Wait, what does that mean?
That is what we must deduce. Every secret passage worthy of the name has a hidden trigger mechanism. I believe that trigger is the fireplace's tools. We move this one like so, and this one like so.
Nothing's happening.
The equipment's old. Wait for it. And open.
Secret passage. Cool.
It is pretty spectacular, isn't it?
No, I meant there's a cold breeze coming from it. Brr.
Amson, I need a boost to explore that secret passage.
Hey, why do you get to explore the secret passage?
Because I don't think I could boost you up there.
Are you saying I'm fat?
No, it's the dress.
Are you saying this dress makes me look fat?
No,
Just because I ate all of the Christmas chocolates doesn't mean I'm fat.
I didn't say you...
I did that for you, Mr. Chocoholic. Keep you from falling off the wagon.
So, are you going to boost me up so I can explore that secret passage?
Fine.
Well, Holmes, what do you see?
It appears to have at one time been a hidden study. It's abandoned and decrepit now. Brr. And chilly.
Told you so.
Hold on while I poke around. Even if I could get the boards loose, this window overlooks a sheer cliff face. I'm a feline detective, not a mountain goat. These pipes are well and truly set in place. Fine workmanship. The boarded-up window, rotten floor, and broken dresser mirror combine to give this hidden room an air of dilapidation and dust. Hatching! Yes, sir. I'm certain nothing bad can come from me sticking my hand into this ominous... Ow! There's something pointed in here. It's a discarded star tree topper from a hole. Holy night indeed. The drawer appears to be locked. I can't open it. The drawer appears... How can one primp and preen here without a fully functional... Someone left an old letter behind, Amson.
What does it say?
One moment. All the text has been crossed out. Let's see. Dear Charles. That's an ominous beginning.
No editorializing, please. That's my job.
All right, fine. Dear Charles, Christmas came and went with nary a gift in sight. The gift itself is unimportant, but that it shows you weren't thinking about me is. I know how much your books mean to you, but I should mean just as much as well. Charles, I'm leave.
Holmes, you still there?
Of course I'm here. That's the end of the letter. I'm leave.
Sounds like the author couldn't bear to finish the letter.
Yes, a most interesting... Whoops.
What was that, Holmes?
Oh, nothing.
Be sure to dust the letter for prints.
Dusting the letter. Done. Amson, there's a wax phonograph cylinder up here.
Well, grab it and bring it along.
Like I couldn't have figured that out.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing? Well, darn.
Holmes? Holmes, the passage slammed shut. Are you all right? Holmes?
Considering that I appear to be trapped in a sub-zero icebox with no provisions and no facilities save a hole in the floor, I'd say I was doing just fine.
Well, that's a relief.
Please don't talk about relieving oneself. Try the controls at the fireplace. See if that opens the door.
Right. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Sure, yeah, no problem. Like I was going to flatten myself and shimmy out the window. I say...
No good, Holmes. The fireplace controls are jammed. Can you open the door from your side?
I already tried. It's well and truly stuck.
Guess we'll have to find another way to get you out of there.
As long as I'm stuck here, I should take another look at that dresser. When I took the cylinder, it sounded like something unlatched inside. Let's see if the drawer's open now that... Ah, a matchbook. At least I won't freeze to death anytime soon. Hey, there's only one solitary match left. What a chip. There's a pair of self-tapping screw-in fisheye hooks in here. I can't budge the plate at all. I'll need to find another way out of here. A fisheye hook with a self-tapping tip. Not exactly a fishing hole. Ooh, better not. If I screwed the hook in too far, it might puncture the pipe and flood the room with me in it. Even if I could, I'm a feline. The boards are already secured in place. No need to add additional. Pushing the plate, the wax cylinder, the pressure plate on the dresser is either jammed, broken, or just can't hack the string. No good. The door, what kind of, more important? I can't send anything down to Amson without the dumbwaiter being here. No point trying to climb the rope. No use. Mayhaps I should send one of these hooks down to Amson.
Unfortunately, I don't have Holmes to give me a boost up onto the... I guess he'll just... And the bookcase spins round and round. There's a secret passage back, but Holmes is already deep, and besides, I don't have enough hooks to turn this in.
I should keep one of these hooks for myself. Amson would probably just use the match on something like lighting. It might be best if I kept the cylinder. Not that I. It might be best if not that. This appears to be a one-way pressure plate. Setting the cylinder in place does nothing. I've only got the one match. It's probably better if I just reach into the hole and feel around. Yes, sir. I'm certain nothing bad can come. Nothing has come from me sticking my hand into this. It's empty. Ooh, better not. Hopefully Santa won't put me on the naughty list for taking this with me. I should keep one of these. Drilling the hook in would, however, it's the door, not the dresser, that's blocking my escape. The hook would let me pull the plate even farther out. I shudder to think what that would do to this room. A serviceable dumbwaiter. The rope's well secured to the dumbwaiter. No need for additional hooks. Well now, this hempen rope might prove useful. Let's see if we can burn through it without torching the entire manor, shall we? The rope's well secured to the dumbwaiter. The button yields no results now that the dumbwaiter's rope has been burned through. No use.
I should screw the hook into something before tying the rope to it. I don't have enough hooks to turn this into a shower curtain rod. I could use this to hang my stocking by the fireplace once Holmes is free. The hook may help. Unfortunately, I don't have Holmes to give me. I guess he'll just have to mess with the door from his side.
No good. The door is firmly set in place. What kind of person booby traps the door leaving from a hidden room? More.
Man, the wood of this bookcase must be petrified. It's like trying to screw this hook into solid rock. Holmes, this is going to take a while.
That's all right, Jane.
I'm not going anywhere.
You all right in there, Holmes?
Yeah, I've just been contemplating that Dear Charles letter. It's had me pondering relationships.
The letter you read, like 5 minutes ago?
I ponder fast.
Well, what have you been pondering?
Duckins forgot Mary's present, and it led to her contemplating leaving him. You told me once that you put your work ahead of a friendship, that it led to a falling out between you two.
Oh, sure. You forget my Christmas present, but that you remember?
Did you and your friend ever reconcile?
I did. It wasn't easy, and it took nearly getting shot out of a cannon, but I did.
Well, that's something at least.
Maybe even gives hope for you and me, Mr. Figgy Pudding.
Yeah.
I got that screw in. We should see if that can help with getting you out.
Right.
I love splashing through puddles, but only when I've got a change of clothes for afterwards.
Amson, what are you doing down there? You're not just standing around umbrella-ing that leak, are you?
Aw. This rope goes from Holmes' room to mine. There's gotta be a way we can use it to get him out of his predicament. Alright, Holmes, I've tied the dumbwaiter rope to the revolving bookcase. We should get some good torque when I give that thing a spin.
I don't need a new hat. Just get me out of here.
What?
What?
Why are you talking about hats?
You started it. I don't need a torque. Yes, it's chilly in here, but my cap's just fine.
Holmes, you dope. I said torque, not toque.
Well, I don't need one of those either.
Just tie the rope onto something up there.
The boards are already secured in place. No need to add... Ooh, better not. If I screw... Not exactly a... The rope's well secured to the dumbwaiter. No need for additional... I could take the entire rope with me, but it might be more useful to allow Amson access to one end as well. I'll make a mental note of the accessibility. I should find some location to screw the hook in prior to roping it. Ooh, better not. If I... This screw has a self-tapping tip. I wonder... Phew. Even with that crack in the concrete, I could barely get the hook screwed in. It would take forever to drill through the door this way. There must be another way I can use this hook to my advantage. Amson, I've tied the dumbwaiter rope to the door. Flex those Herculean muscles of yours and rip this sucker open.
My what?
Your Herculean muscles?
I am a girl, you know.
Oh, right. Your Athenian muscles, then.
Sure. Stand clear, Holmes. Here we go. Well, dang. The painting didn't... Oh! What did you ever do without me around, Holmes?
What are you talking about?
You're always getting into trouble or getting stuck or some such.
There can be only one response to that.
Yes?
Whatever.
Step over the threshold.
A conservatory, Charlie?
Charles, please, and happy Christmas.
Most gentlemen just get their sweetheart flowers.
Nothing but the best for my Mary.
I've told you before, Charlie. Charles, I just need you.
Mary. Mary.
Did it work?
I think it worked.
Do you know what this means, Holmes?
Well, I would hazard that it...
Location unlocked. Let's go try it out. What the?
We're outside again, in the middle of the manor.
It's some kind of courtyard.
Duckins is rich enough to buy the outdoors and stick it in the middle of his house, and he didn't remember to tell us?
We must be getting close to whatever it is he lost.
The plaque reads as, "Here lieth our love entombed, Mary Tussaud, 25th December 1867. I hear the echo of a hollow behind this plaque. It's a stone base underneath marble statues. Its mobility is unlikely. I've no desire to take the statue's place. There's a perfectly serviceable doorway that grants entrance into the manor. The plaque reads as, "Here lieth our Mary Tussaud 25th."
Sounds like it's hollow behind the... I don't think I'm quite strong enough to pry... I could brush the snow from the statue, but there's something charmingly melancholic in leaving it there. I could brush the snow... The dentist is in the house.
A plaque pun? Amson, I am dismayed you went there.
Just give me room to work.
Wow, what a completely unexpected surprise. Another wax cylinder. That's rather anticlimactic, isn't it?
Wait, there's something else. It's beautiful.
It's rather plain.
With all the ostentation of the manor, that's what makes it beautiful. Mary left it here for Mr. Duckins to find, to remind him of his promise to marry her.
The wax cylinder must contain her final message to him.
We should take it to him and play it. Holmes?
You do that, Jane. I have one quick errand to run.
Here we go, Mr. Duckins. We're all set.
And what about Mr. Holmes?
He'll be back soon. In the meantime, we have this cylinder to listen to.
Harumph, I say. And this cylinder will tell me what I lost, will it?
I think so, yes.
You think so? You think so? What a way to run a railroad.
Shh, it's starting.
You shushed me. I can't believe you...
Hello, Charlie.
That voice.
Congratulations on reaching the end of our journey. Or is it perhaps a new beginning?
Mary, what have I done?
You said the words to reach the statue. Find me, love. Say them again to reach my heart. I'll be waiting. Merry Christmas.
Are you all right, Mr. Duck?
Oh, Mary. Oh, Mary, Mary. Now I've lost her, Miss Hampson. I've made a terrible mistake.
Mistakes can be fixed. Apologies can be given.
You speak from experience.
I do.
You reconciled with someone?
I did, yes. It wasn't easy, and it took nearly getting shot out of a cannon, but...
Come again?
Never mind. Different case. The point is, it's not too late.
Is that the point?
Mary thought so.
Mary's engagement ring. You're right, Miss Hampson. You are so right. Oh, if only Mary were here, I'd tell her.
What would you tell me, Charlie?
Mary!
I think she rather knows her name, Mr. Duckins.
Holmes!
And I definitely know mine, Hampson.
You're back.
Well, of course I'm back. You don't think I'd miss the grand finale. I did have to duck out to Madame Tussaud's wax museum to fetch Miss Mary Tussaud here.
Well, Charlie, what would you tell me?
This young lady here, Miss Hampson, she taught me reconciliation is hard. It comes at the cost of admitting one's mistakes to oneself. And I have made many a mistake. I'm not an easy person to get along with, but, well, what I'm trying to say is, I'd like to give us another go, if you would.
We could try, Charlie. We could try.
Apologize to Hampson. Hampson, Jane, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for forgetting your present, for everything.
Good on you, Sarah. Good form.
With Mr. Duckins' forbearance, I rather thought you might like your present now. I picked it up while I was out.
Holmes, what is it?
Why don't you go try it on? With Mr. Duncan's permission, of course.
Yes, yes, by all means.
Holmes, this is amazing.
Fashion-forward and functional, you will find.
Functional?
Of course. With this outfit, you'll be the one who gets to climb trees and mantelpieces and the like.
Oh, I love it, Pure Luck. Thank you.
And now, Jane, I believe we should leave these two to their privacy.
Leave Duckins and Mary. Yeah, we'd better be going. First, I'm going to change out of these splendid clothes. I'd hate to get slush and mud on them the first day.
Ready, Jane?
Ready, Holmes.
Mr. Duckins, Ms. Tussaud, we'll take our leave of you now.
Looks like you've got a lot to work through.
Indeed, yes. Thank you, Mr. Holmes, Miss Sampson.
Yes. Thank you for giving us a second chance.
Well, Holmes, I think I've found the inspiration for my next novel,
A Christmas tale of despair and heartache?
but with a happy ending, like all good Christmas tales.
Do you need any help recalling precise details, perchance?
Holmes, you've never offered to help in my writing before,
For all things, there is a first time.
and hopefully not a last time. Merry Christmas, Mr. Holmes.
Merry Christmas, Miss Sampson.
I can't keep... Wait a second, that's the wrong line. Let's start with the first line.
Nope, it's just the dry winter air. Never mind. I missed a line.
Seeing you bedridden, I almost understand why.
I understand why.
I understand. Sorry, I'm going to stick to the text.
The specific sounds of this Mary's wax recordings have caused those doors to open. Locked doors to open.
The door's unsealed. We can't just push it open. Oh, we can't.
I'm sorry I wouldn't deliver this in person. Oh, nope. Words.
Local author purposes.
Couldn't commit to an import date like that. Important date like that. Important.
Cold air is coming from there, but no rain nor snow from my umbrella. I'm getting you a fashionable... Oh.
A violin. That reminds me. I was going to pick up a violin.
The phonographer in the hallway would be better for playing this wax cylinder.
I'm leading this recording. I'm leading.
I don't think I'm quite strong enough to pry up an obsidian obsculate.
Life goes on all around you. Nope.
With all the ostination of the manor, that's what makes it beautiful. Powers of deduction 10. Powers of pronunciation 2.3.
Pronunciation?
Powers of deduction 10. Powers of pronunciation. Powers of deduction 10. Powers of pronunciation 2.3.
If not, then happy Christmas? Oh, jeez, that's way too happy. That's way too happy. Okay.
Did this actually happen, or was it Mr. Dick?
Yours forever, Mary Tussauds. Almost like too slow. Okay.
That's where this question comes up.
I've been to one. It's very interesting.
Now, do you think this Mary person could tell us what mustard...
What? I'm a decent spy, Scarlet. When did I first go wrong?
My name is Danielle Delaire. I am Mary, the soft-spoken woman. Okay. So I guess we're just doing my voice lower.
Now I've lost her, Miss Sampson. Oh, Mary. I can't find the voice.
Less acting. I like that. Okay.
Call it even terrible.
Given that it's Christmas Day, I was uncertain if you would. That's a better voice. Let's go back and redo this.
However, that went kind of weird.
What a generous man. Oh, Charlie, so generous. Oh, I just want to cry. It's awesome. Oh, I just want to... Oh, dang it. It's halfway on the page. Okay. Oh, dang.
We are at 51 degrees, 30 minutes and some odd seconds north latitude, and 0 degrees, 7 minutes and some even seconds, something or other.
The scrapbook's far enough from the leak now. Oh. The scrapbook's far enough from the leak for now.
The mantle has been scraped in an arced fashion, as if something was repeatedly rotated across the surface. Exactly, that those musical symbols by the door were moved. Amson's the one big on duckins. I myself don't need a This must be the one about the miser who takes his true love for granted in his quest for fame and fortune and dies tragically when his banks... Don't go anywhere. Sure, yeah, no problem. Like I was going to flatten myself and shimmy down the something or other.
Don't go anywhere. Sure, yeah, no problem. Like I was gonna flatten myself and shimmy out the window. I say...
That was Holmes' line.
Oh.
Home of Charles... Sorry, hold on.
I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Holmes. Oh, that's not me.
Of course. It's Christmas.
That's Mr. Duckins.
Oh, Well, you can use that anywhere. Got a free one. Okay.
And that is apparently the end.